front and the back. They are identical. This stitch has no wrong side, no secrets, no hiding. I found the stitch while doom scrolling and I was mesmerized by it, and today I am learning it for the very first time, right here on camera. What you're about to watch is me figuring it out, and honestly, it surprised me. Welcome to Loops episode 2. Today we are learning the Suzette Stitch, an easy, complete crochet stitch tutorial for beginners. But before we dive in, what is the Suzette Stitch exactly? It's a textured crochet stitch, fully reversible, built entirely from two basic stitches that beginners already know. And I have a story, actually three. And I cannot in good conscience teach you this stitch without telling you all of them. But first, let's talk about what we need.
Oh yeah!
We are working with 100% cotton sport weight yarn and a 2.5 mm hook. You'll need a stitch marker as well. A safety pin works perfectly fine if you don't have one. I went down a rabbit hole about where this Suzette stitch comes from, and after going through some information, my first thought was this stitch might be named after a famous French dessert. I know, stay with me. To make this stitch, we start with the slip knot. Wrap the yarn around, insert your hook, pull up the yarn, hold on to both the strands of yarn and pull it. Don't make it too tight, make sure that yarn can flow through it. Yarn over and pull through. This is your chain stitch, and we are going to make 18 chains, and we will make one turning chain which will total up to 19. In the late 1800s, ladies' journals were publishing crochet patterns like hot gossip, and across the English Channel in Monte Carlo, the Crêpe Suzette made its debut. It is an impossibly thin French dessert, folded, served, flaming at the table. Elegant, warm, and deceptively simple. Around the same time, someone creates a crochet stitch with a folded, layered texture. Deceptively simple, elegant once you know the trick. They called it the Suzette stitch. Same Suzette, maybe the one who created it loved the Crêpe Suzette. I choose to believe this narrative. Makes the stitch taste better. Now I've completed chaining 18. I'm adding one additional chain. Now we are going to crochet into the back loop of the chain. So you will have to turn around your chain. You'll see a little ridge running along the back. That's where we are going to crochet. Skip the first chain, the one right next to your hook, then insert into the back loop of the second chain. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through. That is your first single crochet. Insert a stitch marker into the first single crochet so that we know where we started from. The whole recipe of the Suzette stitch is a single crochet, a double crochet in the same stitch, skip one stitch and continue. To make your double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook in the same stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through the remaining 2. That is essentially your first Suzette stitch. Now skip one chain and insert your hook into the next stitch. Pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through your single crochet, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through the remaining 2. Now we continue this till you have the last stitch left. The single crochet is short, sturdy and dependable. It's been holding crochet fabric together since the beginning of time. The double crochet is tall, airy and takes up more vertical space than anyone asked for. And he knows it and he's fine with it. For years, these two could not agree on how to build a fabric together until one day they decided to share the same house, the same stitch, and the result? That's the Suzette stitch. But we'll see that happen in just a moment. The height difference between these two stitches creating a lean in the fabric, and that lean row by row becomes the ridge, creating the beautiful texture of this stitch. Yay! The Suzette stitch is essentially a rom-com and we are absolutely rooting for them. Continue the same stitch pattern of 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet in the same stitch, skip 1 stitch and single crochet, double crochet in the same stitch till you reach the last stitch. I'm almost there. We are now at the last stitch. Even though it's right next to our Suzette stitch, we are still going to place 1 single crochet in this stitch. We have the first row of Suzette stitch. It looks flat, right? I know. When I finished my first row, I thought, is this it? This doesn't look anything like it. It's not it yet. The Suzette stitch needs a few rows to reveal herself. She's dramatic that way. Keep going. Chain 1 and turn your work. Now skip the chain 1. It does not count as a stitch. It just lifts us up. Going to the next stitch, which is the single crochet that we placed in the last stitch of the previous row. Make a single crochet and a double crochet into the same stitch. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, pull through 2 loops and pull through the other 2 loops. The stitch marker goes into the first single crochet that we made, marking the first stitch of row 2. So we always know where our row begins. Now skip 1 stitch, which is the double crochet stitch. The next one is the single crochet stitch that we made on row 1. So insert your hook into that single crochet stitch and continue the pattern. So in each Suzette stitch that you are going to place going forward, it's going to be on the single crochet that we made in row 1, and we are going to skip all the double crochets that we made in row 1. Continue the same pattern of placing 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet in the same stitch and skip 1 stitch and make the same thing into the next stitch. This is also where I want to talk about tension. My first few pairs were tighter than the rest. Your hands are learning a new rhythm and that's completely normal. If you notice your tension evening out as you go, that's exactly what's supposed to happen. This is genuinely one of the most beginner-friendly crochet stitches I've come across. And the fact that it looks so good makes it even better. And if ever your stitch count changes between rows, it is most likely that you worked into a double crochet instead of skipping it. The double crochet is the tall one. If you're not sure, trust the stitch marker. it tells you where the row started, so you can count back and check. One tip for the yarn choice: use a smooth, solid color yarn when you are learning the Suzette stitch. Learn the stitch first and then play with the color. The Suzette Stitch rewards patience. She does not show you everything in the first row or the first couple of rows, but by the time you have 10, 15 or 20 rows, she's something else entirely. And here's what I kept thinking about while I was making this stitch. The Suzette Stitch is historically prized for items seen from every single angle, like scarves, shawls, blankets, which are draped over chairs, because there is no wrong side to hide, no tucking the bad face toward the wall. Yeah. We are almost near the end of row 2, and even in the row 2 we are going to place only one single crochet in the last stitch, and this is going to apply to every row that you make. Now I have 2 stitches left. I'll be placing only one single crochet in the last stitch of row 2. Insert your hook, pull up the loop and pull through both the loops. We've now completed 2 rows. Here, can you see the ridge now? Oh yeah! Now chain 1, turn your work and continue the same pattern. Repeat row 2 to make 18 rows. Every row is the same from here. That's the beauty of the Suzette stitch. Once you have the rhythm, it becomes almost meditative. Your hands know exactly what to do. Your brain can wander. Mine went back to the French desert. This is what it looks like with more rows behind it. The Suzette stitch doesn't show everything in the first row, but by the time you build it, it becomes mesmerizing. This stitch shows the same face to the world that it shows to the person holding it close. Also, practically, while making a crop top, you can't remember which side is which. Reversibility is genuinely useful. Yes, we are making a crochet crop top with this stitch in the next video. If you're liking the Suzette stitch, give it a like and also share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel to get your notification when the next video comes out. What are you planning to make with this stitch next? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to see your Suzette stitch. Okay, here's the moment. This is the front and this is the back. Exactly the same. Feel that ridge, that texture. That's the single crochet and double crochet leaning into each other. Row by row, a tiny architectural decision, repeated until it becomes something beautiful. Thank you for being here. If the Suzette Stitch tutorial helped you, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. This is Loop Ladle and More. We are learning things here together.